here's where we're at currently. So we got siding panel up. We got, I don't know if you can see it, we got this flashing piece on top there. And then we'll do these peaks of the siding. And then we'll just put trim around our windows and we're done. So. Well, we got this bottom layer ripped out, and as you can tell, it's pretty rotted, so it's always fun. But we're gonna keep chugging away, get it all ripped out, and then put up some insulation board and get it sealed at least. And then that way all we have to do is just put up siding panels. Wife and kid over there are working on a bush. Tara, what?
So stupid right now. Sick of this bush.
But getting it done. Still chugging away. Takes quite a bit, but got the wife, kid down there, put them to work on that side. So taking out all the nails, make it easier. But oh man, what a process! This video is just gonna be a hodgepodge of everything put together, but kind of show you what we've been up to. This is what it looks like underneath, and a good representation of how much outside sheathing, insulation, house wrap there is. That's the inside wall, the inside insulation. I mean, it's just the little foam core board. So no wonder bills were high. And this is the bedroom right here with these two windows. Bedroom's freaking cold. You can see all the water that just ran off, just packed in right there. So like I said, it ain't gonna be perfect, but it's gonna be a heck of a lot better than what it was, that's for sure. Well, we're later evening, sun's going down, wind's picking up, but all insulation board on this side's up. This is all we got to, but do a little bit at a time. All that's left is we'll tape around the windows and tape up the seams, and she should be airtight. Be a heck of a lot better than it was, that's for sure. So we'll pencil this in here someplace in the video, but should be good to go. Making progress. So this is the finished west side of it. Still needs painted and everything like that. You can still see, you know, where we caulked around some seams and stuff like that to help blend it in, but paint will go a long ways on it, and trim pieces and everything else. And then this is the north side with the peak in it, but it's kind of what that looks like. So it ain't perfect, but it's a heck of a lot better than what it was, so I ain't complaining. But we're working on this east side. Trailer full of all the old stuff. Working on the east side. Today we're gonna do yay far down, probably to this triple window deal, which I have no idea what I'm gonna find inside that. It could all be just absolutely rotted through, or who knows. You can kind of tell, like at the bottom, it's not very enticing how it looks. But and then they have like some shingles up there. I mean, who knows? But and the camera doesn't do it justice. The sun is reflecting off of this like crazy, and it's bright, blinding bright. But do that, and then put in our new entry door. That's 2 inches bigger, which will help moving stuff out, because when we moved in, we had to take legs off of a table, just the way it was set up. Big gray oak table. But we're gonna start. I mean, this is pretty basic, so I probably won't do any time lapse with this one, but should be able to get relatively far, I think, with only one window. Everything else is just straight, so I'll probably go to here and get that done. It's supposed to be about 50 degrees today. No absurd amount of wind. Yesterday we had wind gusts of like 50 mile an hour, which is crazy. It's also crazy having 50 degrees in middle of December. Christmas is next week. I mean, that's just crazy. But we'll get started. So here's this side. Only working through here because we'll attack the 3 windows later. Excuse me. But this is what we got. You can see it is just the cutout for the window, and then they nailed the, whatever you call it, the nail fin on the window in there. There's no flashing tape or anything around it. I mean, heck, even at the very least, could put a whole tube of caulk around it, I guess, but something to seal it up. But we'll be taping it up good, not only to help with keeping water out, but keeping wind and everything else out too. So cut down on drafts and hopefully cut down on some bills. Should be nice. But still plugging away. It's windy out here today. A little bit warmer, but about probably 20 mile an hour winds. But getting there. Slowly but surely. Getting there. Well, we got this side all foam boarded up, taped around, so be a good time tomorrow to start on this middle piece. We don't know what we're gonna find in here, but just continue on. Well, back again, different day. Forgot to pull out our cord, but we just plumb got after it. Got this new door installed. It's 2 inches wider, so 2 inches makes a lot of difference moving stuff in and out, that's for sure. Starting in on this 3 window piece, and got that all off, putting some foam insulation board around. And I'm gonna seal this up really good, because right in here, living room piece, it gets dang cold. So hopefully seal this up pretty good and cut back on that. Give you guys a look of on top of this tri-window deal, but it has insulation on top, but there's no tape or anything, so air and drafts literally just got in there like it was nothing. So we're remedying that problem, so it should be a heck of a lot better than what it was, that's for sure. But the journey continues. All sealed up. Well, we were able to fly through and start putting up some siding panels. So these 2 spots here, I don't know, you can kind of see the nail line, but I missed a stud, something. I'm not too sure, but they went in too far. So there's a recommendation on when you do this. You're supposed to put some caulking on top, so that's what I did. But everything else looks pretty good, so should be all right. Chugging along. This is what's gonna take the most time. Stuff right here, but getting there. Well, this is where we're at so far. Probably almost about ready to quit for the night, but only have that part, and then corner trim. Currently messing with this peak on these 3 windows. Then around the 3 windows and trim and stuff like that. But other than that, come along nicely. So we'll see how far we get, but I'm dog tired, so we're probably gonna stop at this and then pick up maybe next week, which is Christmas, so that's fun. Christmas present's gonna be the house is fully setted, so but should be good. Well, there's Dad taking off in the feed truck. He helped me, but this is what we got done today. Pretty productive day. Able to kind of mess with this top peak, put some shingles on, got the light installed. Wife will be happy about that. She can see when she lets the dog out at night. But really about 4 or 5 full sheet panels left going down that way, and this little peak deal. Then after that, it's just a bunch of trim work around these windows and everything. I mean, maybe fine tune some stuff, maybe a little bit of caulking in some places, but should be. I know for a fact that this window is going to be about two times warmer than what it was. That's for sure. All the tape and stuff around it, that'd be good. But we'll see how far we get when we work on it next time. Well, here we are. Got the peak all done. Trimming out some windows. It's a little bit late afternoon. We're moving kind of slow, so we just trimmed out that one window over there. We'll get these 2 done. We'll probably call it a day. The only thing we got left is the finalize sealing up this top deal, fractions, shingles, and then put some flashing up there, and then trim out around these windows, which is gonna be kind of fun. They're at an odd size for these middle parts where these meet, but getting it done, so chugging along. Well, we're about 98% done. Only thing we have left is just some top trim is all. Put trim up in those peaks and stuff like that. But other than that, and paint too, but we'll paint in the springtime. But other than that, everything is done. New door installed too, and we're looking pretty good. So looks good from the outside. And put my gutters back on. Gotta put my gutters back on, but really other than that, it is done. So just some final thoughts on it. Originally I thought I'd probably rate this project an initial difficulty of probably 6 out of 10. Only reasons because it's just going to be very time consuming, and messing with some 4x8 panels, it helps if you have someone with you. So big shout out to my dad for helping me. He got roped into helping, but after digging into it, just because of the way stuff was done before us, it made it probably about an 8 out of 10 difficulty, just because of what we had to do, such as like just ripping off stuff, digging into stuff. I mean, just finding out that I basically just nailed in the windows, didn't even caulk around anything, flashing tape or anything like that. You know, it just added more work, which is fine. But yeah, looks good. So I'm happy with how it turned out. It'll definitely add to the resale value, but I think most importantly right now it'll add, or better yet, not add to my bills. Heating and cooling bill in the winter and summer should go down. So, and you can tell a difference already, you know, especially where those 3 windows are at on the other side. You know, beforehand that used to be like a freeze spot. I mean, you sit there when it's dead of winter and you have to be all bundled up. Now, nah, you're good. It's done how it's supposed to be. So that's probably it for this one. I know this video is going to be bits and pieces, maybe 2 parts or something like that, but kind of just showing the progression of everything. So we'll catch you in the next one.